Do you control your mind, or does your mind control you? It's a simple question with a terrifying answer. Most of us, if we're honest, are not the masters of our own domain. We are at the mercy of our impulses, our emotions, and the endless stream of thoughts that cascade through our minds. We react, we retreat, we regret. And in that constant churn, we lose sight of our purpose, our power, and our potential. We are a generation addicted to external validation, terrified of discomfort, and enslaved by our own desire for pleasure and aversion to pain. We have become brittle, reactively lashing out at every perceived slight, crumbling under the weight of expectations, and seeking solace in distractions that only deepen our emptiness. This, my friends, is not a lack of effort, it's a lack of foundation. But there is another way. A path carved not in marble but in the crucible of real life. A philosophy of self-mastery forged in the fires of ancient wisdom and tempered by the steel of human psychology. This is the warrior philosophy of self-control. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. These words, spoken nearly 2,000 years ago by the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, are the cornerstone of this philosophy. What does this mean in practical terms? It means understanding that the problem isn't the situation, it's our judgment about the situation. Modern psychology calls this cognitive reframing. We feel an emotion, anger, fear, sadness, and we automatically believe it to be truth. We act on that belief. The Stoics, however, understood that between the stimulus and the response, there is a space. In that space lies our power to choose. To choose whether that emotion defines us, dictates our actions, or simply washes over us like a wave, leaving us untouched. You see, the psychological truth is that we are wired to react. Our primal brain is geared for survival, and survival often means immediate action. But we are no longer cavemen fighting saber-toothed tigers. Our battles are internal, our enemies often our own thoughts. To cultivate self-control is to engage in a continuous war against this primal programming. This isn't about suppressing your emotions. That's a fool's errand that only leads to an eventual explosion. It's about acknowledging them, observing them, and then, crucially, deciding not to act on them. It's about being the mountain, immovable and strong, even as the storm rages around you. Practice the strategic pause. When you feel that surge of emotion, that impulse to react, pause. For 10 seconds, for a minute, for as long as it takes. This simple act of creating a gap between stimulus and response is the first step on the warrior's path. Interrogate your interpretations. Ask yourself, is this thought necessarily true? Is there another way to see this? Challenge the narrative your mind is feeding you. This is where cognitive reframing begins. Learn the power of no. Not just to others but to yourself. No to the urge to scroll for hours. No to the second helping. No to the comforting lie. This isn't about being rigid, it's about being intentional. Embrace discomfort, not avoidance. Intentionally seek out small discomforts. Take a cold shower, have that difficult conversation, spend a day without technology. This isn't masochism, it's training. You are building mental calluses, making your mind resilient to the inevitable storms of life. In the end, self-control is not a destination, it's a practice. A daily, moment-by-moment commitment to be the author of your own story, the architect of your own character. It is the single most powerful act of rebellion against the chaos of the world and the tyranny of our own minds. The battle is real. The stakes are your peace, your purpose, and your power. This is the warrior philosophy. Are you ready to begin your journey? Subscribe for more insights into the depths of human psychology and the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Join us on this path of self-mastery. Leave a comment below with the one area of your life where you struggle most with self-control. Let's engage in this shared struggle and grow stronger together. Until next time.